Maverick 100.9 Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Cordless. And normally we do this in person, but my friend James Lann is here on the road today back at home. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'd be there, but gas prices, it's a little pricey right now.
I know. And I just, it would weigh on my conscience if I asked you to come all the way to College Station just to chat with me.
Well, we'll make it work out one of these days for sure.
One of these days. Well, we've missed you in general. We finally got some new music to debut, and I am so excited about that. This one is called Like Conway Twitty, which sounds so James Lann to me. You got to explain this.
Well, man, it's just a fun song. We've talked about this 100 times where we try to put the best material on our new records, and we're working on a new record. And this is the second single off that record. And someday we will finish this record. But we've recorded 20 songs, and we're trying to figure out which ones to finish and which ones not to finish. And so it's very mind boggling. And this song just fit what we wanted to do. It was fun. And actually our buddy Mitchell Oglesby wrote the tune. And normally I write a lot of my tunes and I co-write a ton of my stuff, but I always feel like if there's a song that works and it fits you, you're an idiot if you don't record it. I've had a couple of number one songs that I did not write. I've had a ton of them that I did write, but just to me, it's always about the song. I think about that first. And this song was a really cool tune, and I heard it and I was like, I'm doing this song. It's fun. And so, yeah, there you go.
I totally understand that. Like I said, this is a total James Lann tune. And so I never would have guessed that somebody else wrote it, but I understand when it fits. And I think the world needs to have it. So we're going to debut it to you now on Maverick 100.9. This is James Lann and Like Conway Twitty. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can find it on all streaming and downloading platforms. And today's interview continues now. Like Conway Twitty, James Lann on Maverick 100.9. I am joined by James, and we were chatting about a new record. I know you've been working hard on this. Maybe a little bit more work going into it over the summer. What's the process on more new music from James Lann?
Yes. So over the summer, we're going to try and we bought a new house for the first time in a long time. We've actually got a place where I can do stuff. And as I hiccup too, I must have the energy drink hiccups too. But I'm putting the little areas and stuff where I can do some recording. I want to get a lot of the vocals finished on this new record and do some of the overdubs, which means like adding fiddle parts and some other stuff where I'm just listening to songs to get the feel that I want. And that way I can get the art, I can get my friends in to come in and record and finish the record. So yeah, we're working on it hard and trying to make it all happen.
We'll have to keep in touch with you on that. But I love watching you talk about that because your gears are turning. I feel like you're up to something.
I'm always working on something. If I'm not working on something, I must be dead because I'm not. I just don't function that way. It's either I'm working just crazy, diabolical, trying to figure out schemes to make things work, or I'm going to watch a Star Trek episode and just not do anything at all.
Oh my gosh. I think we have the same brain.
Yeah. It's like, if I'm doing this, don't talk to me. I'm like, there's just, I'm like that. Like, it's like it's shutters around the eyes, it's like blinders, like a horse, the old cartoons with the blinders on the horse.
Right.
Once I've got something in mind, I got to get it done. I try to get it done. Sometimes my wife will tell me that I might not finish every little thing. So I have to be careful, but I do the best I can.
We should not let my husband and your wife hang out at all because they will just slaughter us.
We'd probably get more done.
Maybe so. Well, either way, I'm really going to be looking forward to that new music from you. I know you're working really hard on that, but thank you for Like Conway Twitty. Everybody can download, stream that now, hear it on Maverick, yes. Of course. I'm really excited to have you back and wishing you a very happy summer. I'm assuming some tour dates are going to be hitting our way too.
We're popping them when we can. We're getting everything worked out. We're doing some booking and that kind of stuff right now and trying to get more shows coming in. And we did pop I think it came out, I didn't even know, I think it's yesterday or today or something. I did a lyric video for the song, and it's on YouTube. So you can hit that on, I think the link that we have on our Instagram or whatever, James Lann Music, or just jameslann.com. You can find it there. But it's funny because I just want to tell you a little story about that real quick. We made it try to look like an old Conway Twitty record, the old timeless one with the diamonds.
Yes.
And I had to make that like Conway Twitty in diamonds. And one diamond at a time. So when you look at that thing, know how many hours it took for me to make that thing happen. And my wife was laughing at me at first because she was like, "Don't do that. You'll never finish that." And I did. I finished it. So every single one of those diamonds I did myself. And yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh my God, that's way cool. Like, well, when you're releasing a record like this, and we're talking about Mr. Conway Twitty, you do got to zhuzh it up a bit, you know?
Yeah, a little bum.
So please go check out my friend James Lann. You can find him everywhere online, traveling constantly. And James, we love you, and thank you so much for the update today on Maverick.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.